Welcome back to When in the Wild, everyone! It's session 24!
24?
Yes, 24. We are encroaching upon my own age. Which is crazy to think about. Okay. Who wants to start us off with the recap? I don't know if anyone needs. Oh, jeez.
I technically do because I wasted it last week on something stupid. I think I've done it 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
So,
I forget what you used it on.
I think it was.
It was like 3 bad rolls in a row.
Yeah. And it just got progressively worse.
Oh yeah, it did go worse. Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh boy. Okay. When in the Wild, session 23. Anar ran over to a deteriorating Almyre, casting a high-level detect magic. This version of Almyre was convinced he was the real one. Jeatz put some of the Almyre sand into a vial, saving it for later. Lord Anar cast a spell magic over Almyre to double-check that she was real. Much relieved that she was, Anar laid out how Almyre came to be. The wizard that cast a altered form of mass polymorph, concentrated it into one creature, giving the form. The golem also had a permanent glibness spell cast all over it, so that the golem was convinced he was the real Almyre. Anar is concerned that Almyre is truly lost. Anar asked the party to track down the Almyre that was loose in the summer court, so they headed off to the gardens. Oh, that's what we were doing. I got so distracted last episode. Horace was able to find a fairy that brought them into a casino. Wow, we went real off course, guys. To a fairy that brought them into a casino. They were shrunk down and invited into the casino and given free drinks thanks to a Princess Allura's attendants. Zazzle let them in, saying Spingle, the owner, would come by and talk with them later. They imbibed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they imbibed on their free drinks, courtesy of Glitter, with whom the party was enamored and playing games of chance. Almyre ordered some Arak, Jeatz top-shelf whiskey, and Horace was surprised by some swamp water. Jeatz hit the absolute jackpot playing the 3 dice slots. Horace chose the tiny elemental races. Time and time again, his bets for the earth fell flat until his final bet, he won exactly back what he had lost across all 3 races. Almyre played safe bets and made a sizable profit. Jeatz gave Glitter 500 favor as a tip for the group. As they were winding down, Spingle came to speak with them. So it was very odd timing that they were looking for Almyre, as he had been asking deep, probing questions about their business. Spingle insinuated their winnings was them being paid off to never come back. Spingle said they might want to talk to the Tabaxi. Glitter asked that they leave, and the party tried way too hard to convince her to follow them. She gave them the Tabaxi, like to hang around the Noodle. The to-go drink didn't grow to their normal size, so Horace gave Pascal the drink, and Pascal surged with wild magic. This resulted in Glitter following him out of the casino, latching onto Horace. The party stopped by market on their way to Noodle. After some sheepish, thanks to Glitter's polymorph, shenanigans from Jeatz, they spent some money. They bought a few things, including a lucky stone from a 3-eyed man and a few barrier tattoos. And Eladrin, not too fond of humans, fought with Horace. Horace bested him, and in the crowd that gathered, Jeatz heard someone say he would be a good candidate for the Fight Club. They arrived at Noodle and were surprised to see the circus troupe they had met in the Spring Court. They said they fled in the Spring Court because they were attacked by shadow versions of their donkey after darkness consumed it. This lends credence to the warning of the growing darkness in the Spring Court. They fled as fast as they could across the desert, and now here, they're eking out a living busking. Glitter's time was up with the group, and Jeatz asked if they could be brought back to the casino as performers. Just as the troupe left, they saw a well-dressed tiefling at the bar who looked to be Cece Ember Whisper's father.
And that's where we are now. Horace, you look across this bar, and you put the dots together that the theme that you are hearing this Tabaxi play close by is... I should have queued that up. is the same tune that Cece herself was playing when you were in Tredeberg. The man that's emerged behind the bar, this tiefling, clearly looks like the owner. He's well dressed. He's wearing a few gold chains. He's moved from behind the bar to standing beside it, leaning over it.
Is that the red guy or the guy named Slate?
The red guy here. Yeah.
Okay.
The tiefling fella.
And that's Cece's lookalike or father?
Yeah. They look alike, but he's clearly older. And putting the dots together, you can pretty easily ascertain that this would be Cece's father.
Cece died, right?
Yes, because
was
we
incinerated.
Yeah, because we wouldn't reveal
tried to
ourselves,
save
or
her.
you guys wouldn't reveal yourself.
Yeah, it's not Horace's fault.
Her death is
I
not on
tried.
me. I think.
Cece's death is what got us caught.
I think that's Cece's father over there. I'm not sure if we want to go pay our respects.
I don't know if I want to talk to him. Why would we talk to him, I guess, is really what I want to ask before we actually engage.
But she did lose her life helping us.
That's fair, I guess.
That's a pretty big
Quite
thing,
the
I
quandary,
think.
quite the quandary I've put in front of y'all.
I think it is the honorable thing to do to go and talk to her, but I also don't really want to. It's a difficult conversation, you know. What did we say? Hey, sorry, your kid died. Someone had her at gunpoint, and we called her bluff.
We could just, play it off like, look, we knew Cece, and we heard what happened, and she was a good person. We just wanted to pay our respects.
Oh,
Keep it general.
I like that. That's probably the best plan any of us is going to come up with.
Well, okay, but let's talk about the scenarios here. So we're gonna walk up. We're gonna walk up and we're gonna say, "What? We knew your daughter."
Excuse me, sir. You look strikingly similar to someone that we used to know.
Okay, so then how do we explain? So we live in two. Currently, we're in the Warlock Schrodinger's situation. Simultaneously, this man both knows and doesn't know that his daughter is potentially dead. Well, potentially is definitely dead, but potentially is the father. We don't supremely know that that's the father, but it is quite likely. So we could walk up and we could say, "Hey, I knew your daughter. Oh yeah, she's dead." And he could go, "Oh, I didn't know that. That's awful." And then he could blame us. Or he could go, "Oh, you must have been there when she died. That's the only way you'd know that she's dead." And then he'd still blame us. And then I don't see how we come out of this ahead. The life of an adventurer is hard, and maybe we should go do our thing. Maybe we'll just buy him a drink and move on. How do y'all think of that?
Are we okay living with the guilt of...
Well, we know Jeatz is.
Probably are, but...
God.
Guilt? What's that? I don't know.
Well, do you feel guilt? I think that's the first question.
Well, not really, but I feel like I would if we didn't talk to him. Does that make sense?
Well, what? I feel like broaching the topic with him is just creating our own problems. We could just not. But I mean, okay.
So
let's do a good and a bad chart. What's a good reason to talk to him?
let's also examine why. I'll pose the question. Let's also examine why you're here.
What, to find the tabaxi? To find a mirror.
I'm here because we need to find the tabaxi. Well, we need to find a mirror. But is Cece's father, brother, living spouse potentially gonna know where a mirror is?
I mean, it is possible. If we're talking about scenarios, there is a scenario where he does know. But
Well, I mean, there's a 1% chance of anything in the world happening. I could walk into this wall and walk through it, but I mean, that's just a percentage chance. I mean, that would be a lifetime. Can I walk into the wall and try to walk through it?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me a D100.
Okay.
We'll say on a 98 exactly, you'll walk right through the wall.
On a 98, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get my character sheet up. Oh my god. This would be the funniest fucking thing in the world.
I don't know what it is about being in Almyre's home, but there's been some crazy shit that's happened.
That's a 36.
36. Oh. No, you walk into the wall and just like bang your head. And as you do so, a piece of art falls to the floor.
Oh my god. Can I try to catch it?
Yeah, give me a dex save.
Okay.
Or sleight of hand, rather.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 5, so it doesn't really matter.
No, it crashes to the floor, and you see this tiefling gentleman walk over and say, are you okay? What's happened over here?
Okay. We're fine.
Are you feeling okay? Can I get you some water? You seem to have smacked your head against the wall.
Intoxicated.
As patrons
I look
of
at
this
everyone like,
establishment,
oh god, what have I done?
I think he probably needs some water and maybe something in his stomach to soak up the alcohol.
Okay, sure. I'll bring you a cup of water and just some beef and noodles. Got it. Sure. I'll be right back. And he walks away behind the bar and disappears into the kitchen.
God, and he's nice. Our mission is more important to find out what's happening with the mirror. I do feel like you owe a debt to him. That maybe we can visit here later. And if he doesn't know, tell him what happened. And if he does know, offer our condolences. Can I look around for tabaxi?
Yes, I won't even have you roll for it. The only tabaxi in here that you notice is the bard, currently plucking away at his lyre.
Not CC's dad.
Correct. This little guy right here.
Okay.
I guess we should wait until maybe he's done playing his music, so we don't interrupt him and draw some attention over to ourselves.
As you say that, he kind of comes to a pause in his music, actually. He's been playing for a while, somewhere in the tune of 10 minutes. But he plays a finishing chord, sets his lyre down on the stand next to him, reaches down and takes a sip of water, and you can tell he's just kind of surveying the crowd. He looks over at you all and kind of locks eyes for a moment, nods a little bit, and then goes back to looking around, clearly taking a little break.
Oh, what a coincidence. I guess let's go talk to him.
Yeah, I side glance to avoid CC's dad.
Are you gonna speak first? He just kind of like looks over at you.
I look over at Almyra and Horace and go, maybe you talk to the bard for once. Last time I talked to a bard, they were turned into ash, and I just make a side look over to CC's dad.
Yeah.
You do have a
Oh,
track
my
record.
token's already there.
Excuse me. Hello. There was some lovely music you were playing.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's something I came up with myself. A bit of a staple. I like to play it.
You're very talented.
Oh, why thank you. Your words mean a lot. Honestly.
Well, thank you. I came to see if you had seen an Eladrin that bore a striking resemblance to myself, maybe? Maybe he went by...
That's funny you asked because of what your token looks like right now.
Yeah, why am I...
I forgot about that.
Okay, no, I'll check.
Looks like Glitter also cast polymorph again.
So, like, do people know what Almyre, like, do people in this bar know her? Because she's...
So it's kind of a shot in the dark, right? Because Almyre, while she's the princess, generally doesn't interact with the public. So like someone that is familiar with the royal family might know her, but it's like safe enough for her to go out wandering amongst the people without getting absolutely mobbed, for example.
Okay.
Have I seen anyone like you? Well, I mean, yeah, there's plenty of summer legend around. Any particular aspect of yourself that you are asking me about?
Maybe looked related to me. Maybe he went by the name Amir or anything like that.
Amir, the Prince Amir? Have I seen him around here? Let me think. Roll me a persuasion check, Almyre.
Not really good at those, I don't think. But let's find out. Persuasion. Okay.
Can I hold my hand out to give him a few favor to get the help action?
Oh yeah. If you want to give him a few favor. Oh, I
I'll
thank
give
you
him-
kindly. Thank you
I'll
kindly
give
for the
him
tip.
5 favor.
Does not help. It's still a 12.
All right, a 12. So with that, he says, your brother has been in here a little bit, though, you know, I couldn't say what his business is or isn't. That's not my place to say.
Was it today by any chance?
Oh, yeah, I think I saw him come through today.
He's not here now, though?
He looks around very sarcastically. No, I don't see him in here.
Do you know who he might be associating with? Who we might be able to talk to?
Now, Princess, you seem to be asking a lot of questions for someone that's your brother. Why, you don't know where he is?
Not at the moment, no.
Well, I'm afraid I can't be of too much extra help. Roll me an insight check, all of you.
What more cash, doesn't it?
Insight.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. That's a 6. 11.
13.
13. I rolled a shout out to the 2 crew on his deception. All of you immediately know that he's not telling you something. He's hiding something.
When you do,
You don't know what.
maybe wait till you're not, on stage.
Is that a threat?
No, it seems like you're hiding something. Maybe you don't want to say it, out here. Maybe somewhere more secluded would help.
I'll have you know, good sir, that I am in no danger.
Hey, I was just making sure. But you sure are hiding something.
I wouldn't say
If
you're
you-
in no danger.
Oh, is that so? Princess.
Now that was a threat.
Oh. Roll me an intimidation check. You can do it with advantage since you are the princess after all.
That's a 15.
What'd you say?
Oh, he said he was in no danger, and I was like, I wouldn't say no danger. That is a threat, though.
Okay, so the 15, you see he gets a little uncomfortable in his chair, and he says, listen, maybe out in the open ain't such a good place. Maybe we at least get out of the earshot of Gino over here, okay?
That's all I was getting at.
So what I'm hearing is that you would like for us to wait until you're off stage to talk about this.
Well, if I'm weighing my friends killing me for telling you what I know versus the Royal Crown getting a hold of me, I think I would prefer neither option. So I'll tell you what I know and just not tell anyone that I told you.
You want to point out your friends and then we can try to avoid them?
Oh, none of them are here.
So this is a safe place then?
Right, but if someone catches us talking, for example, my friends might appear at any minute. Even I don't know. Listen. There's an alley out back. I'll walk out there. I'm gonna take a smoke break. All right, meet me out there in like 5 minutes. We'll say.
Can I do an insight check on if he's just trying to get us in a place that his friends can jump us?
Oh, sure. Yeah, roll me that insight check.
Say the same thing.
17.
17. It's a little unclear. You can't tell.
Jesus Christ, with a 17. Okay.
Mm-hmm. He clearly has powerful friends. If not powerful, he has many friends. He's got someone backing him. And, from what you know from being at the casino, the Tabaxi are not necessarily a force to be messed with.
Right. Okay.
So he gets up without another word, and you can see him in the alleyway just outside this window, kind of looking at you, making eye contact. As he's smoking a cigarette.
All right. Is there any way, like, is there any way to get through this window?
I guess roll me an investigation check to see if there's like latches or some other way to open the window without breaking it. I won't set the DC too high, but
that is a 14.
Yeah, a 14 will do it. There's a latch at the top of the window. It's a little higher than what you can see, so initially you might not think you can open it, but you're able to click the latch, and as you move the window, it opens pretty freely.
Okay, I don't want to get out yet, but I'll just kind of like look at it, make sure it's open. Be like, okay, I'm not too sure about this guy, so I think you guys go out the front, meet him at the alley down south, and I'll get out the window and meet him.
As you guys are talking about this, you see Gino comes out with a glass of water and a bowl of noodles. Oh, I'm so terribly sorry that took so long. I had to make the noodles myself. The cook was on break, but and he sets it down. If you need anything else, please let me know. And he looks to you, Horace and Almyre. Listen, if you need anything else, please let me know. And as he looks at you, Almyre, he gives a little side eye for a moment and then walks away.
Thank you. We're going to go take a smoke break real quick. Give him a little fresh air. We'll be right back.
Okay. Just walks away.
Do I notice that?
Him saying okay weirdly, or the side eye that he gave Almyre? Yes, you see it happen, but what it means you're not sure unless you want to, roll an insight check or something. But
yeah, I want to roll insight, see if like, I don't know, is it like an I know you kind of thing, or?
Is that
Almyre's not like in a different form, right? Like it's not.
Yeah, no, she looks like the princess.
15.
15. I'll say what you can discern is Gino probably recognizes Almyre as the princess, but just isn't saying anything.
Okay. Maybe he didn't think the princess should smoke cigarettes.
The princess
Alright.
shouldn't be smoking cigarettes.
All right, you guys go out the door, the main door there. I'm gonna sneak out this window and see if I can, if this is, trap or anything, I can.
Right.
I guess like I'm surprise them.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright.
I go out that way.
Cool. So,
Yeah,
Horace,
I'm
you're able to
Fire
climb through
for
the window if you want to hang out in the alley up there.
Yeah, I'm kind of like gonna be right here, and I'll kind of like peek around the corner a little bit.
Okay. Great. So, Horace, give me a stealth check, if you will.
Da-da-da-da. 19.
Okay, perfect. Okay. And Almyre and Jeatz, what are you doing?
I guess I go to the other side, like the other entry. But I'm also trying to keep a lookout for people who are going to try to jump us.
Yeah.
Okay, Jeatz, are you hiding? So I know Horace is hiding.
No.
The other
I'm
two
gonna
are
go. I'm gonna go like I'm approaching him to talk to.
Okay. Roll me a perception check, and also that goes for you too, Horace.
Me as well?
I got a 13.
Okay. Yes, Almyre, roll me a perception check.
Ooh,
18.
21.
Okay.
Oh.
Jeatz, you have kept your head on a swivel, but you're mostly looking behind you. But Horace and Almyre, Horace, you see this pretty clearly from where you are. But you see a tabaxi that's hiding around this corner that is clearly keeping his eye on where the loot player is. And Almyre, you can just barely see a hand around the corner.
Wait up, Jeatz.
All right,
We've got a little company waiting for us. Best be alert as we walk.
I guess I would like to kind of act like I'm just kind of walking, through town, going down the alleyway.
Okay.
Maybe just whistling my way.
Do y'all want to roll initiative? Why don't we do that? Just to
Okay.
keep it clear
Probably
where
best.
people are moving. Yep.
14.
Okay.
11.
6. 5.
Okay. And they rolled a... Okay. Horace, you get to act first, so if you want to keep strolling down the alley.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna stroll down the alley. I'm gonna pass by just like I'm walking, and then
Yeah.
I want to.
You see this tabaxi crouched behind this box, clearly keeping an eye on the bard.
And then I'm gonna walk in. I'm going to can I grab him from behind?
Oh, sure, yeah. Give me a grapple check. So roll me your athletics check, and I'll roll an opposed
Athletics.
acrobatics or athletics. They're better at athletics.
17.
That is an 18.
Oh,
So
come
you go
on.
to grab him, and he breaks free.
I want to break free.
Anything else you'd like to do in your turn, since we are in initiative? Hey, what are you doing, man? Get the fuck off me!
Can I grab the movable rod and trap him against the wall?
I think the immovable rod is an action to use it. Yeah, with Austin backing me up there, I'm pretty sure it's an action.
Yeah, it's an action.
Yep, that is correct.
Da, 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 da. I guess I'll just like hold my halberd up to him and be like, "What do you think you're doing by this? What do you think you're trying to do by this box here? Look a little suspicious, buddy."
Hey, I'm just keeping a lookout on my friend, okay? These streets can be dangerous, all right? If you want to give me an intimidation check.
19?
19. Okay. Yeah, he puts his hand up and says, okay, listen. I'm doing the mugging, but if you're mugging me, let's play this cool. Okay, we'll play this cool. All right. And we'll go to Almyre.
Very cautiously, I turn the corner, keeping an eye out. I see Horace. I see that hand is no longer there anymore, but I did see Horace go this way.
Yeah, you saw, just before you turn the corner fully, you saw Horace go into the alleyway and the hand disappear, so clearly there's something going on over there.
I'm approaching him here.
Hey, where's your friends? Just you?
They're along the way. They're making sure there's not any other company.
Company, what, you don't trust me?
I don't trust anybody.
All right,
No, you
out
don't.
with it.
You can't.
What'd you say? I'm sorry if I missed a joke.
Oh, I said you. I know you've got a cool cat just north of here, so just up of here.
Oh, no, you don't have to worry. That's just pure coincidence. Listen, he's just a friend. You don't have to worry about him.
Okay. Let's wait for.
Wait for my friend?
Wait for my friend.
Oh, okay.
Your
Okay. So that takes us to the Tabaxi's turn. The loot player here is going to do nothing and is just going to hold his turn. But the one that's by you, Horace, is going to run for it. So you can give me an attack of opportunity.
All right. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, that is a 10. And that is a 13 damage.
Okay.
God, if only I had a level up. I have maneuvers on here that I leveled up. The maneuvers didn't go away when I went to another level.
Oh, they did.
Staring at
Interesting.
them, wishing I had them right now
Wishing
because
you could use them.
I could trip one of them.
So
I will
13
use.
is not enough to kill it, but if you would need something
I
else.
do want to add a superior dice. Or I'll add. I don't want to kill him. But I want to add.
Well, you can say you do non-lethal damage if you're afraid.
I want to do non-lethal damage, and I'm gonna. I'll do. Is he like bloody?
You're still in the middle of your swing.
Right.
This is in
I'll
like
do,
slow motion.
I'll do,
if you're deciding to activate your
two
superiority dice
dice.
muscles. Okay.
There's a 8 damage.
Okay.
Across both of those.
With that, as you slash into him, you said you're doing non-lethal damage, right?
Yeah.
Before he can get away from you, you cut him down and he falls over the box.
What do you think you're trying to escape to, buddy?
You've knocked him out completely.
Buddy? Oh no.
All right, that.
I'm gonna I guess I'll just kind of. I'll shake if he's still alive, but then I'll kind of peek around the corner to see what they're doing. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna wait until they've had a little, talk to him a little bit before I interrupt it with.
He's clearly still breathing. Yeah. The tabaxi you've attacked is clearly still breathing, but.
I guess I still don't know were these guys in cahoots, or was this guy watching this and in a bad way, kind of I guess a mob kind of protecting their asset, but.
Right. Okay. That takes us to Jeatz. Your turn.
I think I just walk up with Almyre to the tabaxi and I go, "Hey, so what is it that you didn't feel like you could talk about with everyone else?"
Listen, the Meowthia has eyes everywhere. All right.
Meowthia.
It's important that we don't make a public show of who we're interacting with. All right? This alley is even a bit of a dangerous place, okay? So listen, what I'll tell you is that, yes, your brother has been in and out of here occasionally, Princess. For what reason, I do not know. I'm just the lookout that keeps an eye out in Noodle Noodle. I don't know what goes on below Noodle Noodle. I'm not supposed to know what goes on below Noodle Noodle. Do you understand?
So it's a Noodle Noodle thing? Interesting. So it's below Noodle Noodle?
Yes.
Can you take us below Noodle Noodle?
I can. Yes. I've been down there before. Listen, I'll tell you at the surface level. It's a fight club, okay? That's what I know.
Think we could enter in such a club?
Well, you two don't look like fighters to me. Now, your other friend, wherever he is.
Do they allow magic in this fight club?
Oh, of course not. No.
Well, I'm not much of a use then.
Then it becomes a magic arena, and then you have people gathering around, and it's just not, it's not good. We keep it fisticuffs only.
I hear the smell at those places is just outrageous.
Yes, magic stinks. Don't even get me started.
Good.
Well, sure. I can take you in. All right. But we got to go the back way. The front entrance is reserved for new members only, typically. But we can go in the back way. All right?
All right.
Actually, you know what? I'll tell you this. I don't need them to know that I'm bringing you down there. So why don't you do this? Why don't you take the grand entrance, the front entrance that everyone else uses? All right? How about that? If your friend is strong enough, just have him say, I was invited into the fight club because I'm big and strong. All right? And Princess, you being the princess, should be enough. They let Almyre in, so they should let you in, no problem. As for your other friend here, I don't know. Turn into a mouse or something. Or maybe they'll let you in anyway. Listen, I'm not the doorman, all right?
All right, well. I guess I will ignore him being kind of a dick, and
Where's the entrance?
Oh, it's behind the bar.
what do we say to get in? Do we just walk up and order a special drink, or?
It's in the kitchen. Slate, the bartender?
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is order the Oakwood Wheel.
Oakwood Wheel.
Oakwood Wheel, got it. Can I do an insight check to see if he's lying?
Yeah, absolutely.
18?
With an 18, he's not lying. He's wincing as he's saying this, but that's only because he's just a little afraid of getting found out. Because his friend should have shown up by now.
If you're worried about somebody showing up to back you up, they're probably having a conversation with our buddy back there.
Well, no, I'm not scared. I had no friends in this alley. Listen, this is a purely transactional conversation. You get what you needed, and I don't get my ass beat. Is how I took it, right, Princess?
To interpret it.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go try to join the fight club then.
Right, I'm gonna finish my 5th cigarette in this single conversation. You've just been like smoking them back to back. He's so nervous.
Yeah, man, I gotta be honest. I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot more suspicious that we met out here than just having a conversation in there. Because, like,
well, like I said, I don't know who's
all the time.
I don't know who's watching.
Yeah, but
I don't even know if
watching.
You know, old Gino, that tiefling, the owner. I don't even know if he knows what's going on.
Okay, well, it's not like okay. I believe you. Let's just okay. And I look at Almyre and go, let's just go.
Okay.
You're like, what do I do with this body?
Know what to do with this body. He's just breathing
do
very
like
shallowly.
I was like, do they like each other? Do they not like each other? I don't know.
Yeah, Horace, you're having a hard time making out what they're saying.
God, what? Let him run. I guess I'll just. Can I put him in the box?
In the crate that he slumped over? Oh my god. Yeah, give me an athletics check to see if you can do it without making too much of a scene. We'll say DC 16 to get him in there in like one go.
8.
In 8, you try and like lift this box open, but it's full of like hay. And you try and like put him in there, and you like close the lid, and it's just like open a little bit, and there's just like a few limbs hanging out of the edge of the box. If you want to leave it like that, you can, but
I guess I'll kind of walk out here, and I'll be like, I'll come back to that.
Okay. All right. So leaving a half dead body, not dead, just unconscious, a half dead body in this crate. You walk down the alleyway the rest of the way, and this bard looks over and he gives you a concerned look and says, "Oh, hey, I didn't expect you to come from that direction. Your friends and we were just finishing up a conversation. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna walk this way and finish my cigarette."
I think you should maybe head the other way.
Oh, is that so? Princess,
well, if you're worried about people watching you, I think it'd be a better decision.
Oh, give me an intimidation check.
15.
15. Okay, with the 15, he's like, "Oh, if I brought a friend, I guess it stands to reason that maybe you brought someone else too that I'm not seeing. All right, yeah. On your good advice, yeah, I'll head this way. I'll smoke my cigarette out on the street. How about that?" And he like slips very nervously between the two of you and just keeps walking towards the street.
Alright, guys, I hoped you learned something because either I made a mess, I don't know. There's a cat back there in a box, partially in a box.
No, well,
I look at Almyre and go, "Would you know anything about these tabaxi gangs?"
What would I know?
Almyre, you are a statesman to a minor degree, so you would know about the biggest threats, at least within the Summer Court itself. Roll me a history check. You can do so with advantage.
Oh, wow. That's terrible. I rolled a 3 and a 5 on the dice, but that's a 12.
Totaling? A 12? Okay, so with the 12, I'll just give you the very surface level information. When it comes to stately stuff, you just were not that enthused. You cared more about magic when you were going through your lessons. The Meowthia, as you know them, are a threat within the Summer Court. You can't recall exactly why, but they are a gang of sorts that operates in the Summer Court. They have been difficult to track down, and honestly, what you believe is your father probably could have eliminated them a long time ago, but chooses not to for some reason or another. Maybe it's just not at the top of his priority list.
Okay.
I asked him if he remembers any like symbols from the Meowthia.
Who?
If
Well,
you know any
Jeatz.
of the, like gang symbols.
As you ask that, why don't you roll me an insight check?
Oh.
You find
that's a 23.
Coin in your pocket.
Yeah, you'll find a coin in your pocket.
Mm.
That as you were traveling through the Spring Court, you remember you came across a traveling tabaxi who said he was part of the Meowthia that gave you a coin.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
right. Oh my god. this
You
is
guys
a
didn't
long
remember
time ago.
that?
No.
Oh boy. All right.
Guys,
Yeah,
do you know
I'm
how
not-
long I've been waiting to bring the Meowthia back up? And I cannot fucking believe you forgot about the one that you met on the road.
Guys,
Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
good with real life history checks. Okay.
Once you said Meowthia, I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Armed with that knowledge,
Well, see,
I go look for...
I was wondering if at first you would make the connection of the tabaxi being a problem and also like being a mafia, you know? And so, you know, that didn't play out immediately, so I had to drop a few hints, you know, saying the word Meowthia, but I'm glad you remembered the coin.
Okay.
So with that insight check, what you remember about the coin is as you were traveling down the road and this Meowthia member, this tabaxi, flipped you a coin and said, if you ever need help from the Meowthia, you know, just show them this coin.
Okay, cool.
Possibly use that to get in.
Yeah, I think that may be our ticket in. Has Horace come back to us?
Yeah, I'm right
Yeah,
here.
Horace walked back over.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
He's
told you
saying
there's
he has
a
an
cat in the
issue.
box.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to Horace and go, where's the body?
Follow me.
Sorry,
I'm not sure
I
if-
didn't understand.
Good. Siri just asked me here, say where's the body. That's cool.
Yeah, so as you walk around the corner, Jeatz, you see this box full of hay with this cat in it, just limbs hanging out all over the place, very bloody. Still breathing, but very shallow.
I cast on the cover of the box, prestidigitation, and carve the symbol of the Meowthia into it.
Ooh.
Okay, so you want to copy the symbol that's on the coin onto the top of the box?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Just to kind of like make it seem like for some reason the Meowthia got this cat rather than someone else and cause a little bit of confusion.
Gotcha. Okay. I see.
If you're
I
going
see
to do
what you're
that,
saying.
then can I finish him off?
No, don't kill him.
Oh.
He doesn't need to die.
But he might know he saw me, so he knows who I am. Well, not who I am, but he knows what I look like.
It's probably fine. We have a coin. It'll be alright. The effect lasts an hour, so...
Okay.
Cool.
Alright.
Alright, let's go order the big wheels keep on turning drink.
Oakwood
Hay,
Wheel.
right?
Oakwood Wheel.
Oakland
Oakwood
Hay.
Wheatle with a D.
Yes, the Oakland A's drink. Let's go get the Oakland A's. Okay, I go back inside.
Okay.
Is
Great.
is Noodle one of the names one of us wrote on there like when you first started it?
No,
You
I
wrote a
don't
bunch
think
like
so.
you said write a bunch of goofy names for certain characters and all that.
Yeah, for characters and locations. I honestly should be using that more.
Oh, that's fine. I was just wondering.
It wouldn't
no,
surprise me
noodle,
if I
noodle,
wrote
it's not.
noodle. That actually sounds like something dumb I would say.
Okay, so as you guys walk back in, you do not see the owner, who the bard gave away to be Gino. You don't see him out and about anymore.
But we do see Slate, though, right?
Yeah. Slate's slinging drinks, and this barback is going back and forth amongst these tables, bussing them, bringing new drinks, picking up empty cups, that kind of thing.
Well,
Almyre, I think I'll kind of act as your fighter.
okay. I like it.
And then Jeatz, I don't know.
I'll just be here. I'll have the coin.
There you go. I'll step up right here and allow these two to walk by me. And flag down Slate.
Oh, you're my trainer.
All right, yeah, he comes over and says, "Oi, what are you having?"
Hey, do you happen to have an oakwood wheel? And I'll look towards Jeatz to see if he's gonna...
Weedle.
I'll flash the coin.
An Oakwood Weedle. How many of that will that be?
Just one, but I'd like to walk
with
and
two
drink.
chasers.
With two chasers. That's a much better way to put it.
And Jeatz, you flash the coin as you do this.
Yeah.
Slate nods his head deeply and walks over to the bar over here, picks up 3 glasses and invites you over to this side of the bar as he puts them down. Well, if you wouldn't mind picking up the glasses.
Cool.
I pick up the glass.
He hops down from the bar and opens up this bar entrance, flips it up and walks back and asks you to follow him. If you don't mind following me with glasses in hand, please.
Yep. Follow him.
Alrighty. So he opens up this door, and what you see behind the bar is the kitchen area. There we go. I just had that as one thing. What you see behind the bar is the kitchen. This door is open. You see another door that's closed on the far end, and he says, "Alright, if you don't mind following me downstairs, remember, keep your drinks in hand."
Follow.
Alrighty. So, as you all go down the stairs, time to change scenes. You all walk down the stairs, this staircase right here. You all need a token. I can get Almyra's if you need it still.
Yes, please.
You want to use the real Almyre token?
LOL.
Shit, did I
Oh,
have
you lost a lot of weight
that,
just from walking down those stairs.
The glass is magic.
There we go. Okay. I didn't know where that door thing was. He leads you downstairs, and as he stands in the middle of the room, he kind of asks you to line up around him. And he starts saying, "Alright, now, to get to where you're going, all you have to do is repeat after me and drink the drink. I solemnly swear to not talk about the Fight Club." And as he says this, and as you guys pass this little alcove that's to the top of the room here, enable focusing, we'll do a little bit of that. You see Gino wrestling around in some sacks over here. He turns around to see you all down here. Slate just completely shuts up. Gino turns around and says, "Oh, what are you all doing down here? I was just down grabbing some noodles when I was cooking earlier. I noticed that we were out. What are you doing down in the cellar? Oh, Slate, are you giving a tour?"
Just
yes,
sampling a special brew.
the princess wanted a tour of the establishment.
Oh, Slate. Wow, you must be talking about your brew again. I tell you, princess, it is something. It's something delightful. I am not a beer drinker myself, but man, this brew right here, and he goes up and slaps this keg. It is something special. Well, I would happy to be a part of the tapping. It seems you've all brought glasses down. Tell you what, I'm gonna go run upstairs. I'm gonna go grab a glass, and when I come back, you'll tell me what you think, and I'll share a glass with you. How about that?
Sounds good.
Sure.
Sounds great.
Excellent. I'll be right back. And he runs up the stairs.
As he runs away, I go, so can we go ahead and go, or do we actually have to wait for him?
Oh, you see Slate is horribly confused.
Sorry. I solemnly swear not to talk about the Fight Club.
Yes, please repeat the words, and I'll make up some excuse. That's happened before. We'll deal with it. Gino is not necessarily in the know of these things. Okay, drink your drinks. Say the thing. Drink the drinks, please.
I solemnly swear not to talk about the Fight Club, and I
Solemnly swear
Down
not
my
to
rank.
Fight Club.
All right. Slate runs over. He digs in a box and pulls a lever, and you see a secret wall is revealed over here in this room, down to a staircase.
Ooh.
Now, on you go. Before Gino
Yeah,
comes back. All right,
down.
and you all run down the staircase, and you hear the secret wall close shut behind you. Continuing down the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, here we are. You might find some
the
aspects of
doorman.
this battle map familiar, but you guys find yourselves on the right side of this battle map on this staircase over here. You want to pull in your tokens, and Almyre, I got you. I think I have you. There you are. Okay. So, as you walk down the staircase, you see this Tabaxi leaning back in his chair, smoking a cigarette, drink on the table, makes eye contact with you. And I think we're going to take a little BRB from here. We'll take a little breaky.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back soon. Alrighty. So where we left off was you guys had just come down this staircase and you see this tabaxi doorman here.
Oh, I'll stay behind Almyre since.
Since I'm the sponsor.
Yeah. And Jeatz will be he's my trainer.
He's a trainer. Oh. He's your ringside
yeah,
guy.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm like dusting him off and hyping him up in the background.
Yeah, I took my cloak off and like I don't know, I stored it somewhere else, and I got like a white towel.
Yeah,
over
you
my
can put it in like the
shoulders.
bag of holding. Yeah, sure.
Absolute. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm shirtless. I got a white towel over my shoulders.
Oh my god.
I'm just like as I'm walking, I'm going.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah, so as you walk up to the doorman, he is leaning back, smoking a cigarette, and as you round the corner, he's like, "Oh, what do we have here?" Oh,
Nice to meet you.
how can I help you? We don't often get people at the front door. Usually, people go in the back door, if you know what I'm saying. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. How can I help
no
you?
idea.
Is what I'm saying.
Here to enter find it.
Oh, a fighter, huh? And what's his credentials? He looks big and strong. Looks like he can take people, but what's he got going for him? Strength don't necessarily equate to fighting skill.
Well, he is quite big and strong.
Big and strong. That's my credentials.
So your
pointed out-
credentials?
I want to punch a hole in his desk.
Oh my god.
Sure. Give me I guess give me an attack roll with whatever your best weapon is, or an athletics check, whichever's better. I'll say it's still using your fist. Jeatz, where are you in this?
I'm just behind him.
Okay.
I don't know where my character tokens
24.
With a 24, Jesus. You're punching a hole straight through the desk.
Mm.
You stand up real tall and just punch a hole straight through the middle of his desk, and he's like, "Whoa! What the hells was that? You pushed a hole through my desk. All right, listen, I get you're strong, but geez, you didn't have to go and do that. You could have picked it up or something with one hand. Oh my God, come on."
Everyone picks up the desk. Nobody punches through the desk.
You're right. Everyone picks up the desk. Ah, jeez, how am I gonna explain this? I gotta put in a new order for a desk. Listen. I'm annoyed, but I'm impressed. Okay? Listen, you and your little fancy friend in front of you here can go in, but who's this guy? Looking over at you, Jeatz.
He's his trainer. I'm the sponsor. I'm just here to make sure that my money is well spent. He's the one that's going to be ringside with him.
Jeez, kid, you must be... I say kid, you look old as fuck, but you must be real good to have two... Generally, people come in either on their own or with one other person. 2 other people? Listen, I gotta know you're here for the good stuff. If you had to sponsor someone, who, especially who has a trainer, maybe I could see some of that little prepayment. Letting 3 people in the door to a place like this, you must understand that I need assurances that you are who you say you are.
I look over at him and I say, if you want assurances, I want you to imagine the hole in your desk. And then imagine it inside of you if you don't let us pass.
I go like that.
Okay, yeah, give me an intimidation check with advantage.
Oh, thank God it's with advantage. Oh, that ain't fucking much better. I'm using my inspiration.
Another sheep situation.
It did get gradually better. That's a 14.
Okay. Sorry, I had to help Ruby get her bone on her back. She was really struggling. Yeah. With the 14, he says, "Listen, kid, I get threats all day. I ain't scared of yous. The second you touch me, an uncountable number of people are rushing through that door to kick your ass, okay? I'm asking for assurances, primarily of the monetary kind. Do you understand what I'm saying, or are you that thick?"
I'll put
my
hand up to Jeatz, and I give him a handshake, and there's 50 favor in it or something.
All right.
I can give you a
50'll do. Thank you, my lady, for understanding the power of words, as opposed to this dumbass over here who thinks brute strength is everything, is all it takes to get him through life. All right, listen, I'll open the door for you.
I'm going to turn around. I'll just I'm going to give Jeatz a look I'm going to get a hole. I'm going to put a hole in this guy's chest for you sometime.
All right. Now to Horace, thank you.
You see this doorman gets up. He looks over at the door at the end of the hallway, and it creeps open. And what you hear on the other side of this door was blocking quite a bit of sound, but you hear a rowdy crowd going on the inside. Lots of yelling, lots of skin smacking skin in a fighting kind of way.
I was hoping it was another kind.
So as you walk in, this is what you see. You guys might recognize this battle map, but anyway, as you walk in, you see a bunch of people sitting at tables. There's what is clearly a stage, and you see 2 people going at it. You see this scrawny little Eladrin going up against this half his height goblin, but they are just wailing on each other, throwing punches, grappling each other, throwing each other to the floor. But with that said, where you guys want to
go? Anybody look like they're in charge of like putting names down or something?
Yeah, so as you're looking around, you see kind of like a grumpy looking dude in the back corner. Presumably he's security. You see a few patrons, but what you do see is a bookie sitting in the front row, who is watching the fight with great interest.
Well, that's who we go and talk to. Kind of make our way through everybody.
Yeah, you've kind of got to squeeze past all these tables, and they all give you like real nasty looks. Horace and Jeatz, what are you doing? Are you following Almyre, or are you going to find a seat somewhere? Or something?
I'm going to find a seat somewhere.
All right, yeah, pick a table. All right, so Almyre, as you walk up to this dude, you see, the scrawny summer Eladrin going up against this goblin. They've at this point tackled each other on the floor, trading blows, trying to grapple one another. And as you walk up to this bookie, he looks over at you, but looks immediately back to the fight.
Excuse me, is this where we enter a fighter?
Oh, yeah, you got a new fighter. What's his name?
Horace Buckbeak.
Horace Buckbeak. All right. I got you down. What kind of fight are you looking for? Are you looking for something intense, something kind of middling, or perhaps a difficult one? Keep in mind that, the harder stuff generally has better payouts against the crowd. He's also a newcomer, so generally, people aren't going to bet for him. What are you thinking? We can do kind of a ramping scale. All right, spit it out. I'm not here all day.
Well, let's do a ramping scale. That sounds fun.
All right, ramping scale. All right, assuming this goblin wins this fight, he'll be up against next. You said what? Horace Buckbeak.
Horace Buckbeak.
All right, I got you down. You got another 2 more minutes in this fight. We'll introduce him up next. Honestly, the people in here have seen it all before, so newcomer's pretty good. All right, now leave me alone. And he shoos you away.
Oh, can I put a bet on him as well?
Oh, you want to put a bet on your own fighter? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. How much you want to put down?
200.
All right, 200 favor. He holds his hand out without even looking. I hand it over. Yeah. I assume you said you do that.
Yeah, I take his hand. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, another 3 minutes. Enjoy yourselves. If you need a drink, just, I don't know. Figure it out.
Right. I usher
without
Horace away back toward where Jeatz was going.
Alrighty, so you have a few minutes before the next fight. You see that the goblins may be looking a little gassed at the moment. The summer Eladrin is picking back up. But with that, what do you guys want to do? You see, actually, in fact, as you guys are walking around, you see that same barback fellow is walking around here. He's got a little tray in his hand. You see him walk over here and ask these two ladies what they would like to drink, takes order, and you see him walk to the back.
Do I see my brother anywhere here?
No. Most notably, at least in this room, no, you do not. But that said, you do see there are a few doors and corridors all over the place, so maybe some opportunity to explore or what have you.
I'm gonna leave the group and I'm gonna go up to the bookie and be like, all right, give me the rundown on the fights. I'd like to place a couple of bets.
No, listen, I'm not the one you want to talk to. If you want to place a couple bets, listen, I'm the one that places the fights. If you want to talk to the real bookie, I'm just pulling you like, man. Sure. So what we got here is, listen, you see that goblin up there? He's a fierce fighter. Honestly, this was a prisoner that we pulled out of the prison, and we need entertainment here, right? It's a fight club. So, yeah, this scrawny kid hadn't eaten in like 7 days. This goblin's absolutely gonna whoop his ass, okay? You can't place a bet on this fight. That said, we also got an orc over in the cages. He's pretty fucking scary, if you ask me. So he is kind of like the mid-range fighter, right? Like, generally people are going to bet on the orc to win, so the payout's a little better. But if you're talking primo fighter, we do have a Summer Eladrin who is kind of scary, if you ask me. Honestly, I have no idea why he's here. I think he just likes killing people. His name's Kentora. So, no one's betting against Kentora, right? He's never lost a fight down here. So, that's kind of what we're looking at in terms of scale. So, it is what it is.
Okay. Did you say there's an Eladrin in the fight?
Yeah, is Summer Eladrin. Kind of looks like that kid, but much scarier. You know how some Eladrin get sort of like yourself. They get like a look in their eye, and then that they're gonna just murder you.
Gotcha. All right. I'll place a bet. Let's do 50 favor on the second fight, the goblin that you said not everyone's confident in.
Yeah, and we got a newcomer here. His name's Horace Buckbeak. All right.
Gotcha.
So 50 favor for whom? The goblin or this Buckbeak fella?
Let's do Buckbeak.
All right. 50 favor. 50 favor on Buckbeak. All right. We're probably, we're not talking great odds. The goblin's going to be a little gas. It's going to be a pretty easy fight. So you might be lucky to get, 10% back. But, if it's this man's first fight, I would, it's not a risky bet, we'll say. It's generally 50-50 either way.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. So with that, you guys, are you doing anything else? It looks like this fight's wrapping up for the other two of you, Horace and Almyre.
I'm going to wait until Horace is called up there, but I'm going to turn invisible.
Okay.
Whenever.
Will do. So you see this goblin has grappled back this Eladrin and is just punching him in the face. You see teeth are scattering across the tiles, and this kid is clearly knocked out. And you see the book. He says, all right, that's enough. All right, get off of him. See, I didn't even know these people. I forget what their name. Get off him, Koa. Come on. Let him breathe a little bit. And you see this kid is like convulsing. All right, go see Minnow. All right, she'll patch you up at least a little bit, okay? You see him crawling off the stage. Geez, can we get some help over here? And you see this other Eladrin gets him, picks him up. Identical twins. And they walk around the corner. All right. Listen, Koa, I'll give you a second to maybe catch your breath, get a drink. All right, then you're up against someone else. All right, we're going to take like a little 2-minute break here, and then Koa's going to fight here. Horace Buckbeak. All right, taking bets up here at the front. Whoever wants to place a bet, come on in. And you see a few people crowd around him, placing bets. You see they're like, high-fiving, moving favor over to this bookie. And the goblin goes to sit on the bench, catching his breath. He reaches behind him and grabs like a huge flagon of beer and just downs it. All right. You have a few more moments? Or you just want to wait till the fight?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Well.
Alrighty. Bets are over. Go take your seats. Horace Buckbeak, where you at?
Are there musicians in here?
No.
Can I prestidigitation something as he comes out?
Yeah, totally.
I know image, dude.
All right. What are you feeling?
Something bad.
All right. As he walks out, can I make him like look like he's electrically charged and have like a lightning like effect?
Oh hell yeah! You can give me some
Like-
prestidigitation.
Yeah. Can I give him
some-
the Super Saiyan 3?
Sure. Is that the blue one? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's still yellow. Let me look.
Okay. So
Super Saiyan 3. Yeah, that's golden. That's golden long hair.
golden long hair. Okay.
Yeah. But it's really
So-
just about the glowing aura. That's really what
Yeah.
I'm going for here.
Horace, you light up with this golden glow, and this music suddenly erupts, and like this lightning goes off. And let's see, is this? Yeah, sure. This music starts up as you walk through the rest of the crowd, shoving people aside. This goblin stands up to you, meeting you in front of the stage, or is intending to meet you in front of the stage. You just brush past him.
I brush past him and I go and I dip my hand in the blood on the thing and like
Oh my
put
god.
like
Oh,
like paint under my
hell
eyes.
yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
There are a few checks in this. You can have advantage on the performance check when I ask for it.
Okay.
All right, so you walk up to this stage, you just grab blood off the tiles, smear it all over your face, and this goblin looks around at the crowd and he's scared, and he's like, Cola, Cola, but the rest of the crowd is screaming, Horace, Horace.
I'll go up and I'll do like what they do in like the MMA or UFC where they like go really close to each other's faces, a
Yeah,
little too
except
close, and I'm just
He's a goblin, so his head ends at like your waist since you're so tall.
I guess I'm just like looking down.
He's looking up.
I'm gonna kick your ass. You think you're badass? I'm gonna fucking kick your ass. You don't know how to fight. Oh, you're just big and strong, but you know how to fight. I'm gonna kick your ass.
All right, the
Can't
bookie
even
steps up
reach
and he
my
says,
ass.
I don't want to touch your ass. I'm gonna kick it.
That's kind of problematic, man.
Okay. So with that, the bookie steps up and says, all right, break it up. It's time for the fight to start. Get up on stage. All right, the fight will commence when I say go. All right? Get in your corners. 3, 2, 1, go! All right. So the way this is going to work is... Okay, so how about we do this? Let's roll initiative. And sorry, I'll turn the music down because you don't necessarily need the boss fight music for this, but...
Ooh, nat 20.
I like this track to keep it. Ooh, a natural 20. Okay. So, Horace, I'll give you a 20.
I got an 11.
Right. Jeatz with an 11.
Also an 11.
And, which, between the two of you, who has better dex?
Can I read a weird rule that I see on D&D Beyond
Sure.
that's relative to this, and I cannot believe came up immediately as I read it? If a tie occurs, the DM decides the order amongst tied DM-controlled characters, and the players decide the order amongst their tied characters.
Oh, interesting. I thought it was just who had better dex. Okay, so amongst the
Optionally,
two of
the
you,
DM can have the tied characters and monsters each roll a d20 to determine the order. Highest roll going first.
Okay.
Almyre can go first. I don't actually give a fuck. I just thought it was interesting that I was literally reading that as we got a...
Neat. Okay. So, Horace, the way that the fighting stuff is going to work is it's sort of like what happened in the market. It's just modified slightly. So, each fight will occur in 3 rounds. So, 3 different turns. And then the fight is concluded. So, your first turn is going to be a grapple check against the enemy. So, Well, because this like generally would be like you roll at the same time because we're rolling initiative. You'll roll, we'll keep your score in mind, and then we'll have the fighter do his thing. So the fighter's just going to come up directly next to you in initiative. There is an acrobatics check, which is, generally escaping the grapple or getting a better position if you won the grapple. And then you are going to trade attack rolls after that. And then initiative will... Oh, shit, hang on. Oh, sorry. I made these rules and I read them completely wrong. You and the fighter are going to share turns. Sorry, so you and Koa are going to share turns. We're going to go through the athletics check, the acrobatics check, the trading attack rolls, and then at the end of both of your turns, we're going to do a crowd check, which is a performance check. And if you do well enough on the performance check, you'll get a D8, basically like a bardic, on the next round of combat. So, with you going first, that means all the fighting in this round is going to happen first for the first round, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yep.
All right. So, with you first, that takes us to the athletics check. So you're going to roll an athletics check against this little goblin.
17.
Right.
Who's surprisingly beefy. And scored him.
Dirty 20. Dirty 20. So
yeah.
this goblin shocks you. You were towering over him, but with his athletics check, he's a lot faster than you think and stronger. And so as you go to lean down to grapple him, he grabs your thigh and takes you to the ground, stomach first, and pins you down. So that takes us to the acrobatics check. So for you, it's escaping the grapple. For Koa, it is getting a better position. So time for that acrobatics check.
13.
Ooh, that's a natural 1 from Koa. Ooh. So we were able to very quickly, I don't know why I wanted to say squibble, squeeze out of the grapple. He's not quite strong enough to keep you pinned down. He's a little too small. And so you're able to escape the grapple and stand up next to him. And now it's time to trade attack rolls. Whoever beats the AC by more wins. And this is just an unarmed strike, so it's just going to be your strength modifier.
Yep. That is a dirty... I'm saying dirty. It's not even a 20. It's a 27.
A 20? A 27? Wait, what's your strength score? I'm not your weapons. You have to use just your strength score.
Yeah, I get a +8 on my unarmed strike.
Holy God. Okay. He got a 14, so you definitely win that one. So he goes to grapple you and pins you first, and the crowd's like, yeah, Koa! But you slip out quickly, and then just as quickly turn around and punch him in the face while you're still on the ground and throw him to the floor. So with the end of the first round, that takes us to the performance check. With you having won the first round, the DC for this is a little easier for you to get that bonus. So give me a performance check. And you can do this first one with advantage since you've put the blood on your face.
13.
A 13 is not going to do it. You just missed it. So the crowd, you hear a few Horaces in the crowd, but as Koa gets up, you hear like, yeah, Koa, you can do it. You nearly beat him even though you were gassed. You hear someone
You're the only one cheering.
Yeah, the only guy. He's just the loudest dude in the room.
Can I,
all right.
Oh, it's not my turn yet. Got it.
Correct. Yeah, your last initiative. So Almyre, now that takes us to your turn.
Okay, as I am invisible, I would like to start exploring these back hallways and corridors.
Yeah, sure. So we're still on the grid. So you got 30 feet of movement, but I will open up this section here if you'd like to go through that.
Oh, yeah, let's go there first. Yeah.
Yeah, you maybe walked around a little bit, especially as you walked over here. You could see that this was generally to the left and to the right of the stage, or just like holding cells basically where people could hang out or stay prisoner. You're not really too sure. So as you walk over here, you see there's a little door there, and there's a door here.
I'd like to enter this door because I've got like 15 more feet of movement after this.
Okay. So as you enter this door, all you find is just like this little maintenance closet.
Okay.
There's like a broom in the corner and a shelf that presumably is holding cleaning supplies, extra rags, that kind of thing.
Okay. I assume after I go in and walk back out, it'll be 30 feet. So,
Yeah. You still have your action was to go invisible.
yeah.
So I need to turn down Kenku just a little bit. Okay, Jeatz, that takes us to you.
Can I just try to cast prestidigitation like in a different part of the room that seems to be like cheering for the goblin, and just like make a sound effect of them cheering for Horace?
Yeah, totally. So Horace, you can roll your next performance check with advantage again. When it comes your turn.
Cool. And then that will end my turn.
Okay, cool. So this takes us to the second of 3 rounds in the fight. So we're going to do the same thing again. So another grapple check. Give me an athletics check.
$17 again.
17. That will do it. Expecting the shortness of this goblin, you are able to stop him from grabbing your thigh and pin him to the floor this time.
Could I say, like, I grab him by the leg and lift him up?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. So he goes to sidestep you, and you definitely go down and grab him by the ankle and are holding him up. But now it's time for the acrobatics check. So, opposed acrobatics.
I really hope he wins just so he can flip out of that.
An 8?
An 8 will not do it. You grab him by the ankle.
Inspiration!
Oh, you want to use your inspiration for this? Okay, sure.
11?
That's a tie. We got to go to a roll-off.
Beats it.
No,
okay.
not for this. Roll-off, okay.
Oh, 10?
He got a 9. You beat him by 1.
Oh my god!
So he nearly wriggles free, but you use your other hand to grab his other ankle. He says,
What the fuck? Let me go.
I like to think he wiggled out of your left hand and then you just caught him with your right.
Yeah. Perfect.
What the hell? You have 2 hands?
All right, so that takes us to the trading attack rolls against AC. He's gonna miss your AC.
All right, so that is a 17.
A 17 will definitely hit. See you in that one. Okay, so you just like as you're holding him with,
I just want to go bam.
Yeah, just like fucking punching him in the gut. All right, and with that, give me a performance check. Again, the DC's lower because you are winning.
That is a what's my performance?
You can do that with advantage again, thanks to Jeatz.
Even with my advantage, I rolled a 2 and a 4, so that's.
Oh no! Okay, so yeah, no extra D8. The crowd is now evenly split.
Koa! No, you can do it, Koa!
The crowd is shouting out. So there's a few chants in the voice. Although Horace, you know that at least one of them is from. There are a few chants in the crowd, and you know at least one of those voices is from Jeatz. But that takes us to Almyre.
Oh, yes. Okay. I'm going to go down this way now. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Action. 5, 10, 15, 20.
You wanna...
And I'd like to go through this door.
All right, as you do, this is what you see. You see the barback is leaning against this table, drinking a bottle of some spirit, but is looking directly at the door and is startled when it opens.
Oh. Well, I'm still going to slip inside and kind of like avoid him as he walks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
he will, as sort of like a reaction / held turn, he's going to go and investigate the door as it closes.
Well, I forgot you were invisible. I thought you.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were invisible. I was like, you're just going to walk.
All right. Anything you'd like to do with your bonus action?
Yeah, I'd love if I could look around.
Oh yeah. Give me a perception check.
15.
The 15, you don't really notice anything untoward in this room either. I will say that with it being, a mob, essentially, even with your kind of lowly history check earlier, obviously nothing would be out in the open for anyone to find. Is what I'll say tonight.
So I'll need to spend an action doing an investigation check on my next turn. Got it.
Alrighty. Jeatz?
I think that I will spend my turn. I'm going to cast Prestidigitation again, but I think I want to cast it in a way where the fighter is hearing whispers as if it is his conscience saying he can't do it and he should just give up.
Good God. Okay, give me like a DC 20 persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion.
And when you so choose, you can choose
That's
to
a
have
dirty
him roll
20.
disadvantage. A dirty 20. I'm going to have him roll it inside. If he rolls a nat 20, then we'll do a roll off, but otherwise it will succeed. Well, I rolled an 18. That was close. Okay, so at one of these rolls of your choosing, you can have him roll at disadvantage.
Sweet.
Okay,
Can I choose it after? Do I need to choose it beforehand or after?
We'll say you dictate which roll before I roll it.
Okay.
So when I announce the grapple check, you say, I want that one to be with a disadvantage, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay, so that takes us back to the fighting. That is an athletics check. Jeatz, disadvantage on this one or no?
No.
Okay. So athletics checks.
8.
That's
Wait,
a fail.
no, I have more than that. Sorry, that is a 12.
It's still a fail. So as you drop Koa, it's time for the final round to commence. He rushes at you and just tackles you to the floor unexpectedly.
Since he's so small, does he take fall damage?
What? No. You're not 10 feet tall. Okay, so that takes us to the acrobatics check. Disadvantage?
I will impose disadvantage on this one.
Okay. All right. With
16.
disadvantaged. That's a 6 for Koa, so that is a win. For Horace. All right, and now the trading attack rolls against AC.
I grab him by the upper leg. Ooh, that is a 25.
25. Okay, so he pins you to the ground, and Horace, you're able to roll out of this grapple one last time, and you pick him up by the waist. Do you want to suplex him? I don't know why that entered my mind.
Yeah, I was thinking that, or I grab him and kind of just get his leg and swing him by the legs onto the ground.
Holy shit! No, that's so much more brutal. So
He's really tiny,
you
so
roll
it'd be,
out of the
easier.
way. Get behind him. He's gassed. His reaction time is horrible, and so you pick him up by his ankles and you slam him like a metal chair in WWE into the floor and just smash his face. And he is absolutely out cold. And the crowd erupts. Yeah! Horace! 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 Okay, so with that, you have won the first round. But we will say that because, let's see, how many checks did you lose? You lost 2 checks. So that is going to be a D10 for every check that you've lost. I'm only doing the damage after the fact because you've got adrenaline going. You will lose... Wow, math is hard. 15 health.
Okay.
With that combat. Okay. So we're going to keep this in initiative. Just because I think that makes the most sense. And the bookie also talked to Almyre, and Almyre said that they wanted to keep it in ascending order. So we will take it to Almyre. So you're just going to go directly into the next fight for us.
Okay.
Uh,
At the end of the fight, can I go to help with my add to my my blood on my body? I'm gonna go, and if he's like bleeding from his head or something like that, I'll like grab it and like I'll make like an X on my shoulder.
Oh yeah, tell you what, Horace. If you want, when you do that, if you want to make another performance check, and I will have the D8 apply to the next round.
That is a 16.
16. That will do it with a win. So you get a D8 on your next check. Actually, no. The next round. The D8 applies to the next round, so you can choose when to use it.
Okay.
Okay. Almyre, it's your turn.
I would love to investigate this area to see if there's any hidden things it might be
Sure.
guarding.
Okay. Give me that investigation check, and I'll say because you're taking your time, you can do it with advantage.
That is a 25.
25. As you're leaning up against this wall, you've moved past this wine rack to avoid coming into contact with this barback. And as you're leaning up against the wall, you look to your left, and you can tell that some of the wine bottles are not touching the wall, and some of the wine bottles, very few of them, in fact, are touching the wall. And they're touching the wall in a way it kind of seems like they're fused, almost as if the wine bottles themselves are a keypad of sorts.
Oh. Oh, interesting.
To put it into modern terms, because
Yeah.
keypads I don't think exist in medieval times.
Oh,
Or maybe they do, I don't know. The term came from somewhere.
It was a 3x3 grid of keyholes.
Sure, we'll go with that.
You can't tell me I'm wrong. The internet can't prove that I'm wrong.
Okay, awesome. I like it. Now I gotta distract this guy. Let's see what I've got here.
I'll make these voices in the background, just like yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm glad I had it on hand.
Oh, gotta go. I can't cast a spell because I'm concentrating. Unless I were to take him out, but that would just be rude.
I keep hearing chug in the background. That seems appropriate.
Would that have been an action or a bonus action?
It would have been an action to do the full investigation check, especially with advantage.
That makes sense. I will. That'll end my turn. I'm gonna kind of hang back to see what he does.
Okay. So this barback is just going to have an initiative after you, Almyre. So after he inspected the door, you see him walk out and come back in, and he pulls one of the bottles on the wall, and as you're leaning up against it, you can tell it's one of the ones that's fused to a brick behind it. He pulls one out and looks around and walks back out the door.
Oh, I wonder what it did. Do I notice anything different in the room?
No, you do not.
Okay.
But what you do notice is he pulled out, you being very knowledgeable about wine, he pulled out a sand vintage. And I will say, I guess I'll give you this for the rest of your turn if you want to just like use a little bit of movement to kind of to triangulate between what's fused to the wall and what is on the wine rack.
Yeah.
you see that there are a few different types of wines. You see there is a sand wine. There is a poppy wine. There is a nut wine. And there is a nettle wine.
Okay.
So he pulled out the sand one first.
Got it. Well, that was it.
Yep.
It's the sand one.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, next turn I'll have some things to do.
Okay. So with that, we'll go to Jeatz.
I am gonna. I don't want to keep doing the prestidigitation thing, but I don't think there's any other way for me to like help. Okay, no, I'm gonna run over to Horace. I guess can I roll an insight check that if like I wanted to go over and give him a pep talk or help him out, like I could and not get thrown out?
Yeah. We're between rounds now. The round's about to start, so you can go up and give him a pep talk. But as long as you're not on the stage necessarily, yeah, you see this goblin is just like fucking.
I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna use like I'm gonna use
splat.
shape water to try to get some of the sweat off of him, clean him up a little bit,
Okay.
give him a pep talk.
All right. As you walk up, this bookie's like, "Oh, what? You're his trainer, and you're not even up here cheering him on? Come on, get up here!" And he invites you to the bench opposite where he is on this side over here.
He doesn't need my help. You saw how he did out there.
Yeah, up against the Eye of Grumsh. I don't know. Oh shit! Fuck, is that his name? Yeah. I don't know who the fuck
Cool.
Grumsh is, but that's what he goes by.
Oh yeah, War God. Yeah, that checks out. Kind of sucked for that, didn't he?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This goblin, he didn't worship no gods, but this orc seems to think that there's a god named Grumsh out there. I don't know. All right, are you ready? Horace, I'm talking to you. You look a little dazed out there. You doing okay? You want to keep fighting?
I thought you were talking to the crowd. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, we're taking bets here for a few moments. Bets for Horace Buckbeak. Bets for Horace Buckbeak. That includes you. Listen, you as his trainer, talking to you, Jeatz. If you want to put some money down on your boy, you can, or bet against him. You know, I won't.
What I win off of the last one?
I'm gonna.
Oh, you want an extra 5 favor? Here's 55.
All right, just put it back in on him.
I want to say
Put it
that.
back
Can I say
in,
that?
all
I'm
right.
like I'm looking like I want to like kind of play it. Maybe like, people like think I just had a fight. I might be weak and not make it. But I want to kind of play it off like maybe I look tired. Maybe I'll like lean over a little bit, kind of on my knees.
Oh, sure. Yeah, if you want to do that, I'll raise the return by a little bit. I can definitely raise the return a little bit. I was going to be 20%, but with that, I'll make it a little. Actually, tell you what, give me a performance check. See if you're believable.
Known for his acting, he gets a 11.
All right. With an 11, I'll just knock it up from 20 to 30% return.
Can I bet on myself?
So 55. No, you're up. No, you're up
Damn.
on stage.
That's important
So the
to bet
return on
yourself, kid.
the return on that would just be an extra 16 as opposed to 5. 55 would net you a 17 profit. Okay. So that is going to take us to the start of the next round at the top of initiative. So what you see is this orc who is 6'5". He comes barreling out of one of these holding cells, and the fight is on. You hear, "Yeah!" as the place erupts. This orc is just a little taller than you. He is decked out. He's got this crazy helmet on. His tusks are going. He's drooling all over the place. All right, so we are going to do the athletics check first.
All right. That is a 16.
Right, that is a 17 from this orc. Again, this is going to be in
my
difficulty.
Oh, wait.
Okay. So that's a
So
loss
roll to use
on
that
the
page.
first round. As he's running at you, he takes you off guard and he just absolutely tackles you to the ground. And time for the acrobatics check.
There's a 11. Well, guess I'll use my 8. That is a 15.
15. That beats him. He had rolled a 12, so it's good that you used that. He would have beat you. So he tackles you to the ground, but you're able to roll out of it quickly as he loosens up for a brief moment, and you're able to capitalize on that. Time to trade attack rolls against AC. He's wearing all this armor, so it is noticeably more difficult to hit him.
Probably good at getting hit the first time and then rolling out of the way. That is a 14.
I rolled a natural 20 for this orc.
God.
So as a crit, I'm going to treat that as 2 attacks because it's on the attack roll and not something else.
Okay.
So that round is a loss for you. Despite you being able to get out of the way, he very quickly swivels, and unbeknownst to you, he's just coming around with the fist and just like socks you across your chin. And the place goes, whoa! Grumsh, grumsh, grumsh. And you can still roll me a performance check if you'd like to try and get the crowd on your side to get you that little extra benefit of the D8.
I see who Pascal's cheering for.
Jeatz, that's up to you. Who's Pascal cheering for?
I think Pascal is like is just like he's not cheering for anyone, but he's clearly interested and wants to. He's just too ashamed to actually do it.
Okay, yeah. He's kind of sheepish.
Like,
you see when the crowd erupts saying grumsh, 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 you see him pumping his fist a little bit, but is like, he hides it as soon as you look at him.
I'll just kind of just beat my hands against my chest a little bit, kind of slowly boom, boom, and then kind of get up and ready to go.
Okay. Yeah, give me that performance check.
That is a 7.
7's not going to do it. Nope. So no bonus this time. All right, Almyre, that takes us to you.
All right, I want to start pulling some bottles down and see what happens.
Alrighty. So yeah, you see 4 bottles on the wall that are clearly tied to bricks, and you know for a fact the first one, well, at least the first one that the barback pulled was the sand bottle.
Cool. I'll pull that and see what happens.
Okay. So we'll say any given attempt is going to be your full action.
Oh.
No, sorry. Like until you know that you fail, we'll say.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can
Cool.
do. I guess we'll treat this like I forget what that board game is, but like you put things of different colors and you try and guess what, like a Wordle,
Clue?
maybe.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Not
Use
Clue.
it
Fucking.
Like
trivia.
you'll pour
I like
you'll
the puck
pull
piece.
4 bottles until you get the right order, essentially,
Cool.
and I'll give
Let's
you
go-
feedback on how many you have right.
Okay.
Reveal
let's go
Pursuit.
Sand, poppy, nut, metal.
Okay. So you went sand.
Did you just say it in the way he told you that where the wine bottles?
I mean that's a legitimate
I guess.
offer.
It's
Or
too
it's a
obvious. A
legitimate
little
way to do it.
too obvious.
So as you do that, you get 1 correct.
One.
Yeah. Well, say that magically you know that it's like picking a lock when you know that 1
Yeah.
binds.
Yeah.
Or sorry, I don't know how the lock picking lawyer says that. I know all he says is 3 is binding and then
Yeah.
something else.
Mhm.
So say you know that
I'm
you
glad
got
somebody
1.
else watches lockpicking lawyer.
Correct. I don't make a habit of it. I just watch like the ones where it's like a
See it
really stupid lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, does he like throw the square at like the padlocks as well? I feel like I've seen there's some like a lockpick, some person who does unlocks the padlocks really quickly, and there's someone who's like he also like throws
the
like a
dude who
square,
absolutely hates the
like ninja stars at like a ninja star style. Throws like a like a square at some wood or something at a padlock and breaks it open.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
That
I have
could
no
could be
idea.
an
It's weird,
imposter.
that guy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll find it.
Okay, so you got one correct on that term.
Cool. I don't know which
that takes
one.
us-
I just know that there's one correct.
You just know that there's one correct, yeah. It's a game on Sean, what were you playing chess on when you were here recently? 40 games. I'll have to look at
The Switch game. Like,
Yeah, the Switch games. Clubhouse
you're
games.
talking about
Clubhouse
yeah,
games, yes.
You're talking about that like. What game are you talking about?
There's a game on there where you guess the color of it's a 5-thing combination, but the pips are all different colors, and so you put down pips and it tells you, or I guess the other player tells you how many of them you have correct, but you have 5 guesses to get the combination. The game might be called Combination. I don't know. Okay.
I like
anyway,
this
sorry.
explanation game that we have going on. It's really funny.
Okay, so that takes us to Jeatz. What are you doing?
So I'm just gonna use prestidigitation to kind of cheer for him again around the room.
Okay, so you'll have advantage on your next performance check, Horace. Okay, that takes us to the fighter round again. Time for grapple checks or
Here we
athletics
go.
checks.
Come on. Come on. Okay, that is a 17.
That will beat it. Yep.
Okay.
So, as this orc is hyping up the crowd because they're all cheering for him, you go to grapple him. You pin him to the ground with a hand behind his back. Acrobatics check time.
I'll give him advantage on this.
Okay. Well, I mean, he gets it with the prestidigitation. He'll get advantage on his performance check. Not.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right.
That is a 19.
A 19 will also do it. You're able to.
I want to grab him like by the horns of his helmet.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you have one hand behind his back. You put your knee on it, and you use both hands to grab his helmet, and you like crank his neck a little bit. Time for the attack rolls.
16?
Beats it by more. Let's see. That will hit his AC. Does a. Let's see. Does an 18 hit?
Meets it.
Meets it? Okay. With an 18 total, he just beats you out. So you grab his horns, and as you torque his neck, he rolls over in the opposite direction and kind of kicks you in the side. Not very hard, but enough to make you lose that bout. You still won the round overall.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, you kind of crawl away from one another. You roll me that performance check. This one, again, is easier because you won the round. And you can do this one with advantage.
That is a 17.
17 will do it. The crowd
There we go.
erupts. Horace. They're really wishy-washy. They just want to see someone get hurt. So now you have an extra D8 to add to one of your ability checks for the next round. All right. That takes us to Almyre.
The next combination I would like to try is sand, nut, nettle, poppy.
Okay. Your magical feedback is you still only have one correct.
Still only one correct. Cool.
Is there like an ideal way to solve these puzzles? I don't know.
I think if you do, yeah, there is like a method to it that works like every time.
Pretty
but I don't
consistently.
work
Okay.
this. Yeah.
Alrighty. Jeatz takes us to you. Sorry, Caleb, I haven't really given you too much to do. I thought you would kind of go explore, but I suppose it's also helpful for you to be here.
Yeah,
with
no, I
Horace
mean,
to,
if
like,
you're okay with it, I
save
just
some time.
perpetually be using prestidigitation to...
Yeah, totally.
Okay, cool. I struggle with what else to do,
I
but I don't want to
appreciate
go. Yeah.
No, that's fine. I mean, you can cast other spells, but if you want to save your spell slots for later, that's totally fine. I mean, it's
Well,
D&D.
yeah,
so.
I don't have any other spells that would be considered interfering.
Gotcha. Yeah,
So-
like Wizard and
Well, the
Sorks don't generally
fireball
have like
comes
buff
down.
spells, for example.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will take us to, if you want to use prestidigitation again, that will give you advantage on your next performance check, Horace. But with the fight round 3, this is the final round, so it's all hinging on this for the win. All right, grapple check, and remember you have a D8 to add to a check for this round.
Okay.
Alrighty, athletics.
Is that just a flat check? Oh, athletics. Okay. That is a 21.
21 will do it. 21 will do it.
Okay.
So how do you go about this grapple check this time?
I really want to go for the horns. I really want to hold
Okay.
on to it and do something after that with like a good grip around the horns.
Yeah, so you jump at him and you grab the horns, and you notice he has like a little chin strap under his helmet, so it doesn't come off. But you're using that to your advantage. You can kind of like torque his neck and like.
My goal is I'm trying to get his horns, and I want to use my knee and kind of just like bam.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right, so that takes us to the acrobatics check. Opposed.
That was a 19.
19 will do it. Yeah, absolutely. So what next? Now that you've passed the acrobatics check.
Oh, I'm just gonna. I guess I'm kind of just like having fun with the crowd. I'm playing around with him, just kind of like moving.
Oh
him
yeah,
about,
you're
like,
yeah.
Oh, this
throwing
guy's
him
cute,
around.
huh? Yeah, this guy's
Right.
easy.
He's trying to swing at you. You've just got his feet like splayed out
Yeah,
behind him, but
I
his
guess it's
arms
kinda
can't
like
even reach
a
you.
big brother, little brother, where like you put your hand against their head, like
Oh,
pull them away, and,
perfect.
like,
Yeah.
"Arr!"
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now comes the final attack roll. You're gonna trade blows here.
God, this last one just going well for me. That's a 25.
A 25, yeah, you absolutely crush him. He misses his attack. So he's just like swinging at you. You've got, you're holding him far enough away where you're missing his attack. So now if you want to like crush his fucking skull with your knee.
Yeah, I wanna. Yeah, I'll get out. I'll just go like pummel him with my knee. Just like bow, bow.
Yeah, he like bites his tongue. You see a sliver of tongue falls onto the tile. You like break his jaw and just throw him off to the side. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that was a clean victory. Now, if you want to give me a performance check with advantage.
I would like to put his helmet on and mark another X on my arm with blood.
Oh man, okay.
That is a 13.
A 13 is not going to do it, even with advantage. The crowd is just going like too
Did I have
wild.
does this the D8 only apply here? So I'll just use it now. So I didn't use it.
Yeah, you can use
Yeah.
the D8 on that check if you want to.
4.
A 4?
7.
Yeah, that'll do it. You're only one off from the DC anyway. So you get 1d8 to use on the next round.
Perfect.
Okay, so with that said, all the damage that's done, that's going to be 4d10 of damage, since he crit on the
Ouch.
first round. Is 11 plus 10. That's 21 damage.
Okay. Can I Can I use a potion or something?
Yeah, if you want to like bonus action, use a potion between rounds. And tell you what, we'll do one more round. We'll give you, it's like we'll go to Almyre, we'll go to Jeatz. On the next, at top of initiative, we'll give you a break as the next fighter comes out because he's like the big tough guy. So you can like take
Okay.
a full round to like, you'll have a full action, bonus action to like heal up if you'd like.
Per rep?
No, not a short rest. Okay, so at the end of that round, Jeatz, I guess instead of using prestidigitation, you can go to talk to the bookie, maybe. But we'll go to. Yeah, sorry, we'll go to Almyre and then we'll come to you, Jeatz. Sorry.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, Jeatz. Sorry, Almyre, you are at the bottles. What order are we going in now?
Cool. We are going to go sand, nettle, poppy, nut.
All right. As you do that, you pull one, the sand one. It's giving the same way every time, but you pull the nettle, it pulls out more than it used to. Poppy more than it used to. Nut more than it used to. You have solved the combination as all 4 wine bottles pull out, and you see behind you this water basin. I guess maybe that's not a water basin. Just this preparation table with this silver dish on it turns around and turns into a little hallway. And so you see a stone hallway. So like this little gray box indicates a hallway.
I would love to go down that hallway.
Oh, okay. So you want to use your movement to go down the hallway?
Yep.
It opens up into a small... How much movement do you have?
10, 30, 15, 20, 25, 30 is about here.
Okay. I just want to see how far you can get into the room. As you do, you see a mirror leaning up against the wall, as well as this Tabaxi, who looks like the mob boss, speaking to him, arms crossed. The other thing that catches your eye is this room is full of crystals, much like the ones that you hold around your neck.
Oh.
Your brother, who you're not sure if is your real brother or not, turns to look at you. Sister, what are you doing here? Oh, shit, that's right. You are invisible. I did forget about that. They look confused at the sound of the false wall opening up, but they do not say anything. You can tell that they were speaking and now that they're not. And now they are not.
All right, well, I'm going to stay quiet and still and see if they notice anything.
Okay, will do. All right, Jeatz, that takes us to you if you want to go to the bookie.
Yeah, I'll go up to the bookie and go, all right, third time's the charm, right? And I'm just going to have him re-up.
Oh yeah, all right. That takes us to 72. That you gave me 55. I give you back 72. You want to reinvest that in your man?
Yeah, I'm all the way. Let's do it.
All right, now I'll have you know that the next dude is he's brutal. He has absolutely killed people on stage before. So you know you might want to rethink your bet because it's ain't no one betting against Kentora. He's kind of fierce.
How much do I have in on him?
You got 72, but listen, Kentora, if you're betting against him,
100, and I
that's
give him
like
a
that's like a 10-1, you know.
I give him another 28, making it even 100.
Alrighty, so you're putting
I believe in my
100.
guy.
Alright, so this will pay out 1,000 if Horace wins. This ain't no joke. All right. Now, Horace, if you want to take a breather, we'll say on your turn as you're taking a breather on stage, you see this absolutely jacked, shirtless. He's practically glowing as he walks on stage. He's 6'3", like an inch taller than you are.
Can I look around and see if someone's casting prestidigitation on him?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
17?
With a 17, no. Even with a 17, there's no one around. He's just that powerful that he just glows.
Alright, okay. I'm going to use a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
For my action.
As an action? Alright.
But do I get the...
You get the full, yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to use a second wind got a little low. Okay. All right.
Alrighty. That takes us to you, Almyre. What do you want to do? Because Amir and the mob boss are kind of wordless as they are looking around. Is there anything in particular you'd like to do on your turn?
I'd really like to figure out what's going on as best I can, but I know that they've stopped talking. I don't know if there's any way that I can stay still enough that they be like, oh, okay, guess whoever was going to come in behind lab. I doubt that, though.
Yeah.
Any way I can look around the room a little bit while they're waiting?
Yeah. They're wordless at the moment. You can kind of see Amir trying to peek his head around the corner to see if someone's coming in. You see the mob boss look around. Amir speaks to the mob boss. He says, Sparkleshine, I'm not sure if anyone meant to come in. Maybe we hang out for a moment, see if anything happens. Yeah, it sounds okay to me. But if you want to take a moment to look around, you may roll me a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 23.
Okay. With a 23, as you look around, you recall some of the more stately aspects of your upbringing, and more specifically about what the Meowfia does. You look around, and you see these barrels full of crystals. You see a few large crystals leaned up against the wall. You remember that the Meowfia is a particular enemy of the Summer Court because they are digging up illegally crystals buried in the sand of the Summer Court. Now, these crystals can contain huge amounts of magic, and it is very much a protected export of the Summer Court. And the Meowfia has tried to get in on that sort of profit and distribute it themselves amongst the courts for quite a bit of money, we'll say, as an illicit export.
Yeah, of course.
And this is kind of their secret stash. And you would assume, I will also say that they're using Noodle as a front to be able to get things in and out in crates without people raising an eyebrow at it, let's say. And the Fight Club is the front of the front.
It's a double front.
It's a double front. Yeah, exactly. So if anyone asks, what does the Meowfia really do? Oh, they run a Fight Club. But now you know, oh, they run a smuggling operation behind a Fight Club, behind a restaurant.
All right. Well, I'll wait for them to start talking again then.
Okay. That takes us to Jeatz, if you want to do anything before the fighting resumes.
No, can I just no, I don't think there's anything I can do. Yeah,
Prestidigitation him not to glow.
Right.
Make him look weak.
What's your AC right now?
18.
18?
Yeah.
What's your base? Like, what is it without armor?
Um, 16? I guess without, no, 11. If I take my chainmail off.
Okay, never mind then. Okay. Yep, no, I don't think there's anything I'm gonna do.
All right. So that takes us to the starts. You don't want to do anything as in you want to do the prestidigitation for the
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to check. Okay, so that takes us to the start of the fighting round, and this glow, Horace, Kentora has the fearsome presence trait, so give me a wisdom saving throw or become frightened of him.
Oh, come on. Oh. There's a 17.
17 will just save.
Oh.
So you're not frightened of him. So you're not frightened of him, so there's no additional effects on top of this. So we'll get right into the fighting. Time for the athletics check.
Okay.
Which he is a seasoned fighter. He gets in a low stance and is ready.
Great as always. A great first roll. 12.
He rolled a 19.
Okay, yeah.
So that's a fail. And yeah, you can if you have a D8 to roll, you can do it after I tell you the result of. We'll say if you choose to roll your D8, the crowd will roar and give you that extra push. Okay, so that's a fail in the first roll. It's time for the acrobatics check. He approaches you slowly and methodically and grabs you around the waist, but doesn't move you anywhere. He's just so strong. He's just holding you tight. All right.
I'm gonna rip those long ears off. Okay, that is a 18.
That's a 16 for him, so you win. So you're able to wriggle out of his arms. And now you stand opposed one another, readying your fists for the opposed attack roll. So again, this has to hit, and whoever beats the AC by more will win.
All right. I'm going to use my thing, my +8. All right, that is a 16.
Ooh.
That is a miss, and he rolled an 18. So that's an automatic win for him. Let's see. Did I do that wrong? So you lose the first round. So you can roll me that performance check. He just shocks you in the gut. He doesn't go for the face. He doesn't go for a weak spot. He gets you right in the diaphragm.
Dirty 20 for my performance. I look really good for taking a beat.
Yeah, a dirty 20 will do it. A dirty 20 will absolutely do it. So as he socks you in the gut, the people honestly are kind of bored of Kentora. They're like, Kentora, you're too boring. You're too good of a fighter. Just kill him already. But there's a few people that are shouting, Horace, Horace, that don't want to see Kentora win. All right. So you lost that round, but you do have a D8 for the next. All right, Almyre, that takes us to you. We'll say, as you're looking around, having gleaned this information that the Meowthia are digging up and exporting these crystals illegally, that Amir looks down the hallway and shouts, Shinto, why don't you close the door? Seems you opened it on accident. And you hear Shinto down the hall say, oh, of course, sorry about that. And he hits a button and this false wall closes in behind you. So, as we were, Sparkleshine, what do you think about my proposal? The crown, not the crown. Jeez, there's no kings here. I will convince my father, one way or another, or as the Lord of the Summer Court myself, to look past this little escapade of yours, and in return we will just simply tax it. No threat of imprisonment hanging over your head. We just export these crystals as if they're a natural born gift of the Summer Court upon the rest of Exurbia. Sparkleshine thinks to himself, it's real rich coming from the prince himself. How do I know that this isn't some sort of ploy? I trust you enough, Amir, but how do I know that the whole of the Summer Court army ain't just going to descend upon this place and take it up as evidence in my court case where you ultimately execute me? Well, Sparkleshine, I'm here, aren't I? I don't generally do the dirty work myself unless I have some sort of vested interest. Yeah, you raise a good point, but why after all this time?
You all look down on us. So why you, the Prince of the Summer Court, suddenly turning tail on your father? He doesn't like us. We don't necessarily like him. He turns a blind eye, I suppose, for some reason or another. I'm not sure. Oh, no, dear Sparkleshine. No, that's just the thing, is my father's been turning a blind eye. But, there's so much opportunity to have the Summer Court rise out of the sand and become a powerhouse. Listen, you could become a veritable king of Exurbia. All you would have to do is just say yes to my proposal. Listen, that's all it takes. My father can be taken care of. It's fine. It's fine. And Almyre will cut over to you if you want to do anything at the end of that sentence.
Oh. Just making mental note here.
Okay.
Biding my time.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Jeatz. Advantage on performance?
Advantage on performance.
Thank you so
Alrighty.
much. for your help.
Horace, that takes us to you. Round 2 of this fight, oppose athletics.
I'm doing God.
Kentora
You
assumes the position. Much like a sumo fighter, he gets real low.
That was a 17.
He rolled a 19. That is a loss.
I'm gonna
athletics check.
roll.
He again. Oh,
right.
using your D8 on this one.
+3.
All right, let's see. What did I roll? A 19. What'd you roll in total with that extra D8?
But die. It's 19.
19. We'll beat it by 1. All right, so you win the first round. He goes for the predictable grapple around the waist to grab you, but you are able to step around him and grab an arm and also put a hand around his neck. Time for the acrobatics check.
4.
I rolled a natural 1,
Yes!
but it comes out to a 6.
Oh,
He has a
come
plus
on.
5 to dex. Despite his musculature, he's able to... This is just a really dirty fight. You're all sweaty. You slip and slide against one another, but he's able to slip out of your grapple. Okay. Comes down to this last roll for the opposed attacks.
That is a 23.
He also rolled a 23. That's going to be a roll-off. Because you roll the same on your attack roll, it's going to be a roll-off. I think his AC is higher than yours, but because we rolled the same on the dice, we'll call it a roll-off. So no bonuses, just a raw d20.
Flat.
Yep.
18.
14. You win.
Yeah.
You win this one. Whoo! This is real close, y'all. Okay. So you stand off and you punch each other, and your fists meet one another, like in the first season of My Hero, where he's fighting against the Nobu and they like punch each other's fists. I think that's dope as hell. So you throw a few punches at each other, and your fists meet, but you dive just a little bit and punch him square in the nose, and he steps back. And blood is just pouring down from his nose, dripping down his chin. All right, give me that performance check. Since you have won this round, the DC is going to be lower, but you can do that with advantage.
That is a 11.
11's not going to do it. 11's not going to do it. The crowd roars for Kentora this time, so you're going into round 3 raw. Okay, that takes us to Almyre. So this conversation continues between Amir and Sparkleshine. There's a moment of silence before Sparkleshine says, "Listen, you're the crown prince. I still don't understand why you would even want anything to do with us, let alone make our illicit exports legal. This is a huge leap of faith for me to even let you see what's going on in here. Listen, Sparkleshine, we've known what's happening. If we really wanted to destroy the Tabaxi or the Meowthia as a whole, we could have done it years ago. It's just... my father seems to have some sort of hesitation in his heart before he will do something about it, but I want to act on that hesitation. And I, as the Lord of the Summer Court, can turn into law that which is currently illegal. That's all. So all I need from you is a promise that if the Summer Court is to fall prey to an attack of some kind, that you won't do anything. You'll hide down here in your hole, and I will not, I can promise you that nothing will happen. How does that sound? No, Prince Amir, that sounds a little sketchy. What do you mean, an attack on the Summer Court? What are you thinking exactly? Ah, well, no, you don't need to bother yourself with details. Sparkle Shine, all that you need to know is when I give the signal, you hide, and when all is said and done, you'll come out a veritable king. That's all. I don't know, Prince. I'm not too sure about that. Listen, I don't like going, behind the back of the law, so to speak, but what you're saying might destroy the rest of what I'm living on. How do I know that the Summer Court's still going to be standing after what you're going to do? Oh, don't you worry about that. It'll very much be standing. It'll be a shining beacon in Exurbia. And with that, Almyre, anything?
Man. If I go to leave, the door is going to be open, right?
I didn't hear you quite well, but the door itself is closed.
But if I go to leave, though, I have to open it.
You have to open the door.
Yeah. Okay, I'll stay put for another round.
Okay.
But
all right.
I got some evidence.
Having no idea what the fuck's happening in the background, I'm just hyping up my man.
Yes.
Alrighty. Final round. We are back at the top of initiative. Final round. Athletics checks.
That's 19.
He rolled a 24.
Oh, come on.
He gets in his low stance again. At this point, Horace, you've been fighting for like a whole minute now, just nonstop going all out. He, again, grapples you, still predictably, by the waist. Time for the acrobatics check.
Since he doesn't get a performance check after this, can he use the advantage for one of these rolls?
Dirty 20.
I will let you use a D8, not advantage,
Okay.
but D8.
Just like inspiration.
Yeah, like a single bardic.
Yeah.
A dirty 20 will beat his acrobatics check. It literally comes down to this last roll.
What did he get with athletics? Or his acrobatics?
He got a 9.
Oh.
So it comes down to this. So what we'll do is we'll just do a raw strength check instead of an attack roll. Because, I think for him it makes no difference in terms of how I've been rolling. But we'll just say strength to strength, d20 plus strength. It will come down to this. And Horace will say that Jeatz, as you are trying to channel this prestidigitation, Pascal on your shoulder finally comes around for Horace and is not embarrassed anymore. And you hear like a coming from your shoulder, and it's creating these magical waves. So Horace, you feel inspired for just this brief moment. So we're going to do an opposed strength check for the final round of the fight.
Bless my dice, Pascal.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay, 24.
24. I rolled a 17. So
Pascal, bless me.
Pascal, you can hear his squeaky little voice in the distance. Initially, Kintora grabs your arm and tries to swing you around, but you use your own weight against him, inspired by Pascal. What do you want to do as you're using his own body weight momentum against him?
I just want to, kind of put my shoulder into his chest, run forward, and kind of, leap off the edge of these stairs, kind of, with him, and land on him. Just, right off the edge of the stairs.
Oh, perfect. And we'll say as you do that, your form is so good that you land with your knee on his throat and like crush his windpipe, so much so that he is just out completely. He's not dead, but you just like crack his skull against the floor. And as you do so, the entire bar is like, yeah, Horace. And the bookie stands up and says, all right, we got ourselves a winner, Horace Buckbeak. All right, that's a huge payout from one of you. Everyone else voted against you, Horace. I'm sorry to say. Everyone that voted for Kentora, you're out of here. Pack it up, take your last sips of your drink and go home. All right, that's it for this evening. Thanks for coming. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, and with that, the club dies down. You see people are just kind of lingering for a minute. But things die down, and we will play this out in initiative in a little bit. We will go to Almyre next. But before that, I'm going to go pee really quick if you guys want to strategize. We'll say Jeatz and Horace. Yeah, we'll take a really short pee break. Jeatz and Horace, if you want to strategize really quick, you can. But we'll BRB in like a minute, maybe. Welcome back. Okay, so Jeatz, you got 1,000 payout, and at the end of the fight, Horace, I had completely forgotten that you are going to take some damage based on your failure. So that's going to be 4d10 of damage. As your adrenaline dies down and you kind of feel the effects of having fought Kentora. So that is 25 damage. So as you're running over to Jeatz, you just like kind of feel this huge wave of pain wash over you. But with that, we're still in initiative, so we'll go to Almyre first. So Almyre, what are you thinking? What are you doing?
I'm listening one more round and see if they say anything else or are going to leave and follow behind them.
Okay. They appear to get ready to leave. Sparkleshine says, "Listen, Prince, I'm just not sure I can make this decision right now." And Amir says, "Dear Sparkleshine, there's no time to think about it. This is happening tonight, you understand. I hate to keep speaking in hypotheticals if it means you're going to be unsure about your decision." "Well, tell me then, in very real terms, what's going to happen, Prince, because I like being alive, but what I like more is where I live to still be standing when I wake up in the morning." "If I have to speak so plainly to you, then so be it. My father will die this evening. I will take his heart, become lord of the summer court, decree that you and all your Tabaxi friends can do as they please, and that is that. Do you understand? Is that clear enough for you?" "Yeah, that's pretty clear. And if I say no, are we enemies of the state? You going to descend upon us now that you know what you know?" "Well, my dear Sparkleshine, I have things a little greater to take care of than you if you say no. I have friends in higher places that I must appease." "Well, dear Prince, I suppose my answer is yes. I'm sure my people would rather live, and will make a living some way, even if you can't uphold your end of the promise." "That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. Now, stand by, and when you wake up tomorrow morning, the world will be a better place for you." Sparkleshine turns around, hits a stone in the wall right here. That opens up this secret wall right in front of you, Almyre.
Okay, I slip out.
Okay.
God, I hope your brother's a sand person again. Otherwise, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Almyre, you... I was kind of treating Sparkleshine and Amir's turn in the same turn as yours, because they weren't, like, attacking or anything. So if you still have, like, action, movement, bonus action, that kind of thing.
I'm running as quickly as possible. Ooh, slipping by this guy through the door.
Okay.
I don't know. That's probably about 60. I'm headed back up here, and I'm hoping to reappear visibly as I come through this door. Shoot.
Okay, we'll say if you're...
Go ahead.
60. Okay, you can make it just before the door, unless you want to like bonus action Misty Step through the door, in which case I'll yeah.
Sure.
So you bonus action Misty Step through the door. We'll say that because it's like a server door, there's like a little window in it.
Yeah.
And you can appear next to Jeatz and Horace at this table.
Okay.
And I'll give you a moment to converse on Jatz's turn.
Yeah, as he appears, I think I'm using prestidigitation to like make like fireworks and stuff around Horace and like hype up, like, yeah, he's the champion. Like, what? Look at my man.
Yeah, the bar is absolutely going crazy. Or sorry, the Fight Club's going crazy around you, Horace. You see people are like crowded around you, telling you what a good job you've done.
Thank you. I train him good, don't I?
I couldn't do without you. I roll my eyes.
Oh, did you win, Horace?
You know what? I did.
That's most
There's
excellent.
a little bit of a dark side of me came out. I was wiping blood all over my face. I didn't expect it.
That's quite amazing. I can't wait to hear.
Almyre, I don't know where you've been, but this is the most important thing that we could have done today.
There is no time to talk. Come with me. We got to get out of here.
But we won. We gotta celebrate. What are you talking about?
Explain on the way. Come, follow me. Let's leave this place and go back to the castle.
Okay.
I'm
right.
drinking. I'm drinking my third celebratory beer. I can't just leave.
Alrighty, so with that, Almyre, you are urging you and your friends out of the bar, out of the fight club. Do you want to go through the way that you came in, or you saw a ladder over here in the top corner?
We'll just go out the way we came in.
Well, if we go back, we might have to run into Gino again.
I'm willing to risk that. I don't want to go back that back way. I want to go out the way we came.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, Almyre, you usher your friends out, and what we'll do is we'll go back up to Noodle basement 1.
Noodle.
You run up the stairs. There's a clearly a stone button to move the wall out of the way. If you want to hit that.
We're gonna see Gino, and I'm like covered in blood.
All right, so you.
Before we do that, can I cast invisibility on all of us?
Oh yes, absolutely. Okay. If you want to, you don't see anyone appear as you open up this stone door, so you definitely have time to cast invisibility.
Okay. That's third plus 2 targets. So it's my only 4th level slot of the day. So let's not waste it. Oh my god. Why did I take invisibility on a wild magic sorcerer? It's such a bad idea.
Oh no. Did you fail your wild magic surge?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I just realized that I'm at a 4.
Yeah.
If you lose, does it... would we all become invisible, or just depending on what you did, it could actually
I think that I instantly become visible because I will then cast a spell. Oh, yeah. If I cast
it doesn't always count.
Yeah.
The invisibility happens, and then the wild magic surge. If it results in a concentration spell being cast, then invisibility drops.
Well, invisibility is just if you cast a spell, you drop invisibility.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But if it was just a magical effect occurs, it wouldn't be a problem. I got a 5. I got a 15, and I passed, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
There you go.
So you all are invisible.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Walking up the stairs, and we will go back up to Noodle restaurant proper.
Noodle.
All right, so you all appear very slyly at the top of the stairs. And
how much time has passed since you originally went down?
2 hours maybe. It's still we'll say mid-afternoon, maybe an hour or two past mid-afternoon. As you guys are walking up the stairs, you see Gino yelling down at Slate. I can't believe that you'd let them in here. They're strangers. You think just because they order a special drink that you can let them down there? And Slate says, "Well, sorry, Gino, I didn't know. Listen, they ordered the drink, and the man with him, he seems strong enough to be in the fight club. Don't you know that that's the fucking princess? I can't believe that you let them down there. God, we're gonna burn for this, Slate. Don't you understand that we're gonna burn for this?"
Okay, keep on going.
Keep on going. All right.
He could only know about this multi-front going on here, so he can only know about the initial front of the business.
Alrighty. And are you guys leaving Noodle?
Yes.
Alrighty. Yeah. You guys quietly walk out the front door, and that's where we'll end our session.
Oh, I
Thanks for
want to go
watching.
tell his father.